Yeah. Buddha blesses me. Hey, back it out west. Slang it out west. Gold metallic knife.
Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Wraith here today. And today we're back with the NFL analysis and stuff. Today we are going to be doing my mock draft, my first mock draft. I may switch it up and bring more mock drafts, but today we are here with my first 2020 NFL mock draft, and we're going to be picking every team's first round pick. If you want me to, I might also do more rounds and do a whole draft, maybe. I don't know. But today we're just going to start with the first round, my first NFL mock draft. And with the first pick in this draft this year, the Cincinnati Bengals have the first overall pick. They are in a big rebuild. They pretty much need every position, really. And the obvious pick here is going to be, and the pick I think they're going to pick is Joe Burrow, quarterback out of LSU. He had an amazing year with LSU, passing for over like 6,000 yards, 60 touchdowns, and winning a national championship. And I doubt anybody else. He'll go to anybody else. So next we have the Redskins. They got a new coach and Ron Rivera. Whole culture, new culture there. They also need a lot of positions, and I have them going after the second best, or in my opinion, first or second best player in the draft, and they're going to draft edge Chase Young, who had a huge year for Ohio State. Next, we have the Detroit Lions, who have a very big defensive need. They need a lot on the defensive end, and I have them taking Jeffrey Okudah. I don't know if Okudah or Uda. I don't know how to say his name. Cornerback out of Ohio State. They need everything on the defensive end, so I have them going there. Next, we have the New York Giants. They just drafted a quarterback last year, so they're not going to be looking for a quarterback right here in this pick. I think they're going to go off after an offensive line, boost that offensive line so they can help Saquon turn into more of a monster that he already is. And I have them taking Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle out of Alabama, with their fourth selection. Next, this is tricky. We got Miami Dolphins, who I think really need a quarterback. Josh Rosen is not going to be the answer at quarterback. I think he's really just a bust, and I don't know. But they have two quarterbacks in mind: is Tua Tagovailoa and Justin Herbert. I've heard a lot of things that Justin Herbert, they might go with him. Tua's kind of a risk because he just got hurt, but he is extreme talent, and I really just don't see the Dolphins really skipping on Tua, and they're going to draft Tua with the 5th overall pick. Next, we got the Chargers, who are moving on from Phillip Rivers this offseason, and I think they really need a quarterback for the future, and Justin Herbert has been showing tremendous potential throughout the offseason and really during the season, and I have them picking up Justin Herbert. Next, we have the Panthers, who have a new head coach, and I heard they are going to have a big rebuild, so we don't know if Cam Newton's going to be there, but they're not going to go after a quarterback. I don't see them going after anyone as a quarterback, so I have them going after Dedrick Brown, interior defensive lineman. They need defensive lineman. That was their top need, and I have them going after that. So next we have the Cardinals. Their top need is a wide receiver. They also need offensive linemen. But here I have them going after Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama with the 8th pick. They need wide receiver help for Kyler Murray to have more weapons. Larry Fitz is getting up there. He's still coming back for another year and can be still probably the best player on that team, but they're trying to build for the future, and I have them going with Jerry Jeudy with that pick. Next, we have the Jaguars. They need linebackers, cornerback, Defense, they really need offense, but I really have them going here with defense, and I have them going with the best linebacker in the draft. It says that is their top need, and I have them going with Isaiah Simmons with Clemson, pretty much a beast, and I have them going with a linebacker to help that defense. Next, we have the Cleveland Browns, who everybody thought they were going to be going to the playoffs at least, and maybe having a potential go to the Super Bowl, but they had a really bad year, a really down year. It wasn't really the year for them. They really need offensive linemen, and that's definitely what they're going to be picking up here with the 10th pick overall. It could be either Beckton from Louisville or Tristan from Iowa, but I have them going after Tristan Wirfs, I don't know, with the 10th overall pick. Next, we got the New York Jets. They are going to be losing their top wide receiver, Robbie Anderson. But I really just don't see them going after a wide receiver really with this pick. I think they're going to go after... They should really go after an offensive lineman. So we're going to go Beckton out of Louisville as their 11th pick. Next, we have the Oakland Raiders, who are still kind of in a rebuild. I heard they are going to be offering Tom Brady a pretty massive contract this offseason, but we'll see if he really accepts that. They have 2 picks in the first round. They got pick 12 and pick 19. They might have more. I can't really see right now, but I have them going after the second best wide receiver in the draft, CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma with that pick. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts. I have them picking up Phillip Rivers in free agency this year, but they do need a quarterback for the future. And I've seen a lot of things about this guy. I gotta find him. He might not. We got Jordan Love out of Utah State. I think they're gonna go for the sleeper on Jordan Love. I don't really see him as a future piece, like a future real bright quarterback in this league. He could be. I didn't really see much from him out of college, but we'll see what this man can do. Next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I saw a lot of things of them going after a quarterback here, as in like Jacob Eason, but you could get Jacob Eason in later rounds. I don't see him going in the first round. And I think Jameis Winston can really improve, but we'll have to see. But here I have them taking Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman out of South Carolina. They need defense, and that's a perfect pick for them. Next, we have the Denver Broncos, who need a lot on the offensive side, and I think they're going to go after Henry Ruggs, wide receiver out of Alabama. You missed it off of the 2 best wide receivers in the class, but you're still getting a very good receiver in Henry Ruggs, and I think he's going to be very solid for that team. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons, who had a very down year. They just don't have a defense that can keep up or can help with that offense, and I have them going after Kalavin Chason. I'm sorry I'm butchering these names. I don't know how to say these guys' names. They're going to take the edge out of LSU. The top need is an edge, and they're going to go after an edge. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys, who had also a very down year when they were expected to make the playoffs and didn't make the playoffs or do really anything. They need a lot, and they don't really need a lot actually. They just they got a good coach finally. They just need some defensive players, and they're going to be without Byron Jones. They're releasing him or letting him walk, so they're going to go after Kristen Fulton, cornerback out of LSU, to replace him. Next, we got Miami Dolphins, and with their 5th pick earlier, they took Tua Tagovailoa, and right here, you're going to have a steal at number 18. You're going to have AJ Epinesa. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Edge out of Iowa. He is a potential very solid player in this league, and they have a chance to pick him up, and they will. Next, we got the Raiders again. I don't really know who they would go. I have a few options they would go with, but I have them going with the 19th pick. They're going to go after C.J. Henderson out of Florida, cornerback. They need defense, and cornerback is a really big need for them, and I have them going with them. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They took Simmons earlier in the draft, but here with the 20th overall pick, they're going to be taking Xavier McKinney, safety out of Alabama. That's one of their biggest needs, and I think they are going to go with that. Next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles here with the 21st pick. You missed out on Henderson and a couple other cornerbacks, so I think you're going to go after, let's see here, they're going to go after Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma. Very solid player, best player on that defense, and they need a little boost on the defense. If a cornerback does slide to them, they're definitely going to pick them, but I feel like they're going to take that. Next, we got the Buffalo Bills, and they need wide receiver help to help out Josh Allen, and they're going to draft T. Higgins out of Clemson. I think that's the best option at wide receiver for them, and that's definitely what they're going to take. Next, we got the New England Patriots. They need weapons for Tom Brady, but there's not very big options here. But I'm going to have them taking. They're going to go after Yater Gross Matos, edge out of Penn State, to help out their defense, and I'm sure they'll get weapons for Tom Brady in free agency, so they'll go defense here. Next, we got the New Orleans Saints. Really don't know. They don't really need much, but I have them going after here Andrew Thomas, who was a top lineman, slid all the way here. They're not going to pass up him on the offensive line to keep Drew Brees safe. They're going to pick up Andrew Thomas out of Georgia. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings. Not a lot of options to help their cornerback needs right now on the top of the board. Do they risk it and just go for somebody higher, or just they go? I don't know. I think they are going to go after, right here on this board, they're going to go after Gale Moore out of Oklahoma to help that defense. And, yeah. Next, we got the Miami Dolphins. If they don't pick up any running backs in free agency, they're going to go after, here in the draft, they're going to go after DeAndre Swift. You need a lot on the offense, and why not pick up Swift to help you with the running game after trading away Kenyon Drake. Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks. They need people who can rush the quarterback. That is a huge need. It's been a huge need for a while with them. Not a lot of guys. They could also go after Josh Jones. They need offensive linemen. But I have them going after... I'm going to have them going after Terrell Lewis here. Edge, guy that can rush the quarterback. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens. They have a really good defense, and why not add more to that defense? So they're going to draft Patrick Queen out of LSU with this pick. Titans had a very impressive season. Nobody thought they were going to be this good, and let's try and improve that by drafting a defense, somebody on the defense. So they need an edge or a defensive lineman. So they're going to go Ross Blacklock from TCU with this pick. TCU's got a lot of solid players coming out of this draft. Next, we got the Green Bay Packers. Really need line and wide receivers. I have them just throwing it at Colorado's Laviska Chenault Jr. They're going to go after him. They need wide receiver help, and they're going to take him. And here with the 49ers, who made it to the Super Bowl, they got lucky, and they have safety out of LSU, Grant Pitt, or whatever. I don't know how to say his last name. He slid to them. And there's no reason they wouldn't take him with this pick. They're going to take Grant. And with the last pick, we got the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. And there's still a lot of solid picks here that they can make. They can go after Jeff Gladney, J.K. Dobbins. But they're going to go after Jonathan Taylor, Wisconsin. Great running back out of there. And that's who they're going to pick. And this is my summary of what I think the mock draft, first round of the NFL mock draft will be. Thank you guys for watching. And let me know if you would change anything. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.